What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Purpose in Action coming at you live here. I'm over here in Cincinnati, Ohio, getting unloaded. I wanted to make this video to speak on the different trucking schools and my process and why I chose KLLM. I've been driving with KLLM about 9 months now. I went through the school with them last May. Got my permit, CDL, the whole nine, all of that. I dodged the bullet. Well, I feel like I dodged the bullet because I almost went with CR England. Like, they had me slated to actually show up for orientation. I backed out because they did like a bait and switch type thing on me. I live in Mississippi. I'm from Mississippi. They told me I'd go to Jackson and get my permit, then they'll put me on the Greyhound bus, which I wasn't too fond of in the first place, to be honest. But they said they'll put me on the Greyhound bus to Indiana. So, I Googled it. It was like, I think an 11-hour ride or something like that. So, I'm like, all right, whatever. Okay, I'll deal with that. So, I think that I want to say that Thursday or Friday, I was supposed to go out on a Monday. That Thursday or Friday, I was contacted by a different recruiter, and they told me that I'd be going to Utah. So I'm like, whoa, Utah. I'm like, that's a long way. That's a long way away from home, And I rode on a Greyhound bus before, and I absolutely hated it. It was horrible, and I was gonna bite the bullet and go to Indiana, but I was like, Utah, I'm not really all for that. And I didn't like how they switched it up on me anyway. I feel like that was bad business. So needless to say, I ended up not going. I didn't go with CR England. And around that same time, I actually did started on a lot of homework, and I read like bad reviews on them, like a lot of people saying don't go to them, and just some questionable things about it. Now, I don't personally know, how they are as a company. They may be a good company, I don't know, but just the general consensus that I gathered about CR England, I didn't want to do it. So I started diving really deep into all the different schools. CRST, they were talking pretty good, but same thing, heard some bad things about them, some horror stories, as they say, and decided against them. I almost went to TDI, Truck Driver Institute. They were charging $6,000. If I had $6,000 just on hand, just to like make it rain, I would have went with Truck Driver Institute, because with them, if you have the money, you don't have to sign a contract. They don't lock you in for a year, 2 years, any of that. I didn't have $6,000 to just throw towards the CDL. I didn't. So that was out of the question. Now they got a setup to where they want to get you to get a loan, and to get in. Once you get the loan approved to get in, then they can get you on with the trucking company. They'll reimburse it, and you pretty much don't have to pay it back. But I wasn't too fond of the whole loan thing. I didn't want to jump into any kind of debt, because if you don't pass your CDL test, if you don't get your CDL, you're on the hook for that $6,000. Like, you have to pay it back like a personal loan. So I wasn't too fond of that. So I Truck Driver Institute, TDI, I backed out on them. Swift, they almost got me. Like, a month before I seriously got into the hunt of trying to find a CDL school, they almost got me. But with them, it's scary up front, because their setup is to where, like, you go through the whole thing, get your permit, and you pass your CDL test. But to my understanding, they don't physically release your CDL. Like, they lock you in on a contract for like a year or two. I think it was 2 years, 23 months. I think they had a 13-month option and a 23-month option, but they lock you in on it. And to my understanding, they like hold your physical actual CDL or something. I don't know how that go. It didn't sound right, And don't quote me on this. I may be wrong, but if I can recall correctly, that's how it was with Swift. and horror stories, still hear horror stories about them. Now, like I say, I don't know what type of company they are. I've never worked there. It's just my first driving job here at KLLM. So, I'm just going off what I heard, research, and just things I see, and just general consensus pretty much. So Swift was a no-go. Rail, almost went to Rail. They have a truck driving school. Ultimately decided against them. Now, I'm gonna give you the reason why I chose KLLM. For one, their base terminal is in Jackson, Mississippi, which is about an hour away from where I live. So I'm like, okay, cool. That's a plus. All right, that's a plus. All right. Second, KLLM actually pay you. Like, they give you money. Like, I think Rail had a little setup the way they'll pay you something. But with KLLM, after you get your permit, they give you $500. Like, boom, just money. Just give it to you. Their program was 3 weeks long, which I think, if I'm not mistaken, most of them aim to try to get you in and out in 3 weeks. But it was 3 weeks long. And to me, a big thing about KLLM that I liked was once you go through everything, come out of training, you could jump straight into a lease. Now, a lot of people, they have some bad things to say about a lease. And, in all actuality, if you got the money to go buy a truck or get a truck financed outright, that'll probably be the best way to go if you're trying to be a owner-operator. But the thing about KLLM, they let you jump straight into a lease. Most companies want you to have a year experience, just minimum. They want you to have experience before they let you get one of their trucks and pay the notes on it. So I feel like that was a plus. I like that aspect of it. So my experience with the KLLM school of driving or whatever, CDL school, it was pretty good. I enjoyed it. I literally had to spend like no money. Like, I came there, I had money. I came with some pocket change, to buy some food, snacks, whatever, just things. But outside of me actually driving to the terminal, and they can get you a bus ticket there too. But I drove. It was just an hour from my house. So, all right. Okay. Hold on. Good to go?
Yep.
All right. Thank you.
All right.
All right. Oh, yeah. They just finished unloading and had to go get my bills. But, I just refall. Won't be needing that right now. Most of my loads are dry loads, so I use that like once every 2 weeks, maybe. But yeah, that's it. All right. So where was I? I didn't have to spend any money. Basically, I want to say that first week I spent like $8 because I like went to Whataburger or something one day, I think. But they bring you there, they put you in a hotel, you have a roommate, they have breakfast at the hotel. It's nothing fancy, but it's something to put on your stomach. They give you lunch, and what I would do, I'd eat lunch, and it was like always people that didn't eat, and it was just leftover lunch plates. So they were always like, hey, anybody want a plate? So I'd always take a plate home, back to the room for dinner. Every day, that's what I did. So I literally was like spending no money. So you could almost go to the driving school with KLLM with nothing. I'm not telling you to do that. That's not smart. Don't do it. Take money with you. By all means, take some money with you, but you could almost go with nothing, because that first week I literally almost spent no money. And that second week, after I got my permit, they gave me a card with $500 on it. So that was a plus. Then After I got my CD, I got another 500 when we delivered my first load with my trainer, you know. And then as I came out the lease program, I got another 500 for orientation pay. So, you know, I just saw the upside with them, because it's like from the onset of it, you kind of walking into the money almost. Because once you get the training, they pay you like gross like $5 something a week, I think, or whatever, which isn't bad to train. Compared to what a lot of other companies pay. KLLM is not perfect. You know, there probably is a better school out there, you know, in terms of getting your foot in the door. You do get locked in on a 1-year contract. Some people honor it, some people don't, but there's a no compete clause in there, so it's probably best to honor it if you can, to be honest. Make sure you read all that real good and pay attention to what you sign, and make sure you understand what you're getting into. And that's with any paperwork or any contract. So that's anything like that in life. So yeah. But yeah, right now I think that's all I can come up with them right now. I'll make another video getting into a few more details with them. I'm new with this. I've been meaning to start making videos from the day I went to truck driving school. I wanted to kind of document my steps along the way, but I never got around to doing it. I just didn't do it. So like, share, subscribe. If you got some comments, drop comments. The negativity, you can I don't do the negative thing, like the whole negative vibe thing. Like, why? I mean, what's the purpose? It helps nobody. Like negativity and the negative vibes and all that, it just put bad energy out in the atmosphere for nothing. You know, it's a waste of time, energy, and just life, you know. So leave the negativity where it is, because this is all about positive vibes and, you know, helping people out, because, you know, the YouTube videos helped me out a lot when I got into it. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get out this dock door and handle my paperwork and everything, and get headed to my next pickup. So like I said, like, share, subscribe. Y'all be easy. Have a nice day.